Gemini, welcome to my channel, Towers Tarot, and today I'll be doing a general read for the zodiac signs Gemini. Geminis, I appreciate for your cards, and this is what I got going on right here. All right, Gemini, starting off pretty hot and toxic with that Seven of Wands, and we got this Devil card at the end over here. It seems like you are constantly in some type of toxic connection, okay? You could be dealing with someone that's very manipulative, okay? Someone that's very controlling, okay? Very demanding on your life, okay? Now, for Geminis, they don't like to have their backs against the wall, okay? So you always have to define yourself, defending yourself from the significant other, okay? Now, Gemini, you're probably more of a free spirit. You're probably more of a talkative person, okay? And this person wants to have control limits to how you act or how you behave out there, okay? And this is someone that you do have feelings for with that Queen of Pentacles, okay? But you're seeing that this connection is probably getting worse and worse as time goes by, right? Am I right, Gemini? Okay? And you're trying to over here look for some type of solution, right? You're trying to see if there's a future with this person, with this Three of Wands right here, okay? You're looking at the path ahead of you and you're sort of seeing the future. The future is pretty obvious when it comes to this connection, okay? You see a very rough path ahead, okay? So if you don't have children with this person, I recommend you don't have any children with this person, okay? Because it seems like you're going from one toxic connection to another, okay? Because the reason that's happening is with that Hermit is you're not keeping to yourself enough. This is not going to resonate with every Gemini, by the way. It's only for a certain few, okay? The reason you go from one toxic connection to another is because you need to have a breathing space, right? And in that breathing space, you're going to have to stick with yourself with that Hermit card, all right? Because within that Hermit card, once you start keeping to yourself, you start pouring into yourself, okay? And you start loving yourself, okay? This is what's going to change you eternally. This is what's going to change your behaviors of that type. You have a type that you like to pick over and over again, okay? Your lover is not going to really be your type. I just want to be here. I just want to mention that to you. It's not going to be a type. So if you like dark-haired person, light-haired person, whatever it is, think opposite of that, all right? Love has no color. Love has no type, okay? Love is just going to hit you out of nowhere. But it's only going to come when you do that eternal work, Gemini. Yeah, with that Hermit card, you got to do the eternal work, right? Because, you know, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, Gemini, all right? And I know this ain't for every Gemini. I know there's certain Geminis that did their eternal healing and they got stuck in that situation of healing because they love it. They love healing so much that they don't mind being single. But this is not that case. This is a whole different case. This is for the Geminis that jump from one relationship to another, okay? This is for Geminis that never did their eternal healing. Because your reason why you're doing that is because you're thinking that by going from one relationship to another, it'll help you forget about that person from the past. But really it doesn't. It makes you think about them even more. And you jump from one toxic cycle to the next. And that Hermit card is just proving it, baby. Yeah. So let's get a look into your future to see what's going on with your future. Let's see if you remain in this connection. Will you try something new? Will you stick to yourself? Let's find out, Gemini. Yeah, okay, Ace of Wands. So, let's get a few more cards. There's something here that you're trying to manifest, okay? Could be a connection, could be something else. Let's find out. Let's find out, Gemini. Yeah, okay, you got it, you can have a manifestation coming in. There's something you're manifesting, right? And you see that Death card, so the manifestation will come in once you get rid of what no longer serves you any purpose, okay? And what you're manifesting is real love. You're manifesting true love. You're getting tired of this toxic shit. You're getting tired of this devil energy right here. These people that are manipulative, trying to control you and all that, right? It brings you nothing but like anxiety, sleepless nights, okay? It almost feels like you got someone, like you got one of those ankle monitors from, the jails that keep tackling you with this person right here, with this devil card energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, all right? Doesn't need to be, could be any sign, all right? You're looking for real love, right? And here we go with that Eight of Swords. You're keeping yourself trapped, Gemini. Listen, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. You're keeping yourself trapped in this type of connection, right? Because this is what Geminis are used to. This is what you're used to being in, right? So if you're manifesting this, right? And it's so ironic that it's right below the Hermit card. This will come, your true love will come once you do the eternal work, Gemini. Once you do the eternal work, love will be there. Love will manifest itself right there for you. But you got to get rid of this old version of yourself with that Death card. And until you do that, you're going to stick with these toxic connections. You're going to stick with these toxic connections, Gemini. Because you're keeping your own self in your own mental prison. You put yourself right here. No one else, but you put yourself right here. You don't need to stay in these toxic connections. But once someone gets so used to something, that's all they know. So when real love comes into your life, you don't know how to treat it. And you'll shoo that person away. Because you're just used to toxic behaviors. It's good to have that fantasy, right? It's good to have that fantasy. You want that person on that stallion horse to come and sweep you off your feet, right? You got that imagination on your head, but really you just want that toxic connection. This is up to you. You have this free will right now, Gemini. You got free will to do as you please. You got the free will to heal yourself and have a better soulmate in your life. Or not, or you could just jump from one toxic connection to another, or remain in that toxic connection because that's all you know, right? That card, it's not easy always letting go. That's the hard part. Hard part is always letting go. The real hard part is starting that new journey and leaving the past in the past. That's the hardest part. Once you do that healing, once you be able to let go when no longer serves your purpose, you're going to see your manifestations come to light. You're going to see your soulmate right in front of you, right? And then you're going to say like, wow, this is what true love is. I never experienced this, right? You're going to have your person going crazy. Like, you sure you never experienced love? Only toxic love, says Gemini. All right. Geminis, you got the free will. You should heal. Once you do that proper work, your manifestations will come in, your soulmate will come in, and then you'll live happily ever after, baby. Geminis, that was your read. Have a good one.